Here we go.
That might be something, and we have it all resolved. It looks like we got a little bit more Amber and Steel for the Amber Steel enjoyers, as Dave is going to be rocking a little bit of that Emerald and Amber. So we got more dogs coming your way versus KB, who's rocking that aggro deck. So a little bit of aggro versus aggro. We might have another fast matchup coming our way with another 45 minutes. Let's hope they play a little bit slow, huh? Let's slow it down a little bit there.
Hey, I'm just stoked to be back for some Amber Steel. Thank you very much.
There you go.
I'm about to start taking notes.
Absolutely. This could be your deck as we get that Be Our Guest down to the Inkwell. That is a little bit different. It's not true to life super aggro. Maybe that might be an indicator you got a little bit of mid-range swag to your deck as we'll start this thing off. Let's see who can go the fastest, as Dave is going to be on the draw. So it might be a little bit more difficult for Dave to combat a turn one Daisy Duck. That's down dastardly on the field preparing to quest. I don't even know if it's all right to start questing these daisies too early into this churn a dog strategy. Again, I need to stop saying churn a dog. He's out of here. As check that, eye to eye is going to go down. Excuse me, stand out is going to find its way down into the Inkwell early. Into a lady. It looks like we're going to get a little quick read on that standout. Standout, new 3-cost Inkable Song coming in from the Fabled set. First new card we've seen from this set in this turn dog strategy, basically giving your character evasive until the start of the next turn while increasing their strength by 3. Noticeably, the 3 and the evasive will stay until your next turn. So it's a nice offensive and defensive tool that Emerald now has access to.
I love playing Daisy Duck, man. That's one of my favorite cards. But where I need to level up is getting better at knowing when not to give my opponent the draw.
Yeah.
You know, like I've made a lot of clutch decisions with her and Whole New World, stuff like that. But I've also made a lot of mistakes with her and Whole New World and stuff like that, giving my opponents cards when I shouldn't.
Yeah, I personally feel in this new post-rotation world that we're living in, these strategies are becoming so character-focused. Every strategy I can think of is they're playing at least, I would say, 80 to 90% character in the deck. Daisy Duck is basically going to be giving you a card draw every turn at the cost of 2 lore. I don't know how beneficial that is.
2 Daisy. And that Aurora. That's the new Aurora,
right? That's the new Aurora. That Aurora will, every time she quests, you pay 1 less for a princess. I think this card is great as we got that Max Goof coming in. So we got a little bit of spice happening.
What's the Max Goof do again?
Max Goof.
Everybody's learning together right now.
Max Goof, the chart topper, is in the building. I love this. I call him Travis Scott Goof in the building. He's Floodborn. And basically, when this character is playing, when this character quests, you may play a song card from your discard for free. Look at that. Look, but you have to send it to the bottom of your deck, so he can kind of get that sing it again, do it again type beat. It goes really strong with Strength of Raging Fire, as we are going to go ahead and send an Aurora down with the Tramp as well. So both of these characters are both of these players
Aurora, right?
That's the same Aurora. Just got that epic print. That new epic Aurora enchanted. So he must have pulled that or came in early. That thing is absolutely stunning. I love that artwork, and I love that new epic the new epic print.
It always comforts me as someone still learning a lot to see at the beginning of every set that like even the best players still need to read the cards the first couple of weeks of a new set. You know what I mean?
And he's just trying to make sure everything is underway, because Lady, that was a pretty cool play. The Tramp does come in able to boost the Lady strong enough due to Tramp's ability and her own ability, get enough strength to be able to take down that Daisy Duck. And now you got one of those 2 questing characters removed from play. Let's see if we get this Aurora quest in and maybe bring down a Tiana or something.
Queen or something less, or less by 1.
Make something, get that almost like a pseudo ramp type effect.
I miss cards like the Lantern.
Lantern is back. It got reprinted.
Or the Doc, that Amber Doc. Remember early on?
Yeah, he's gone, man.
But I remember feeling like, oh yeah, that's how I can ramp. Those first couple sets, you know?
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, and it's never too late. And you always have Infinity. You can still play those cards.
You've played since set 1, right?
I have not. I have not.
When did you start?
I started playing in set number 3 is when I started playing.
Oh, yeah. See, I still remember the first chapter pre-flute. Pre-flute, right?
For sure. I mean, I had cards in set 1, but I never played competitively in any way.
Here we go.
I would always I just kind of played around the dinner table and didn't really do too much as that Tiana is coming in. This is the first.
He doesn't exert anybody.
For sure, just keep them all ready. Maybe trying to set up a way to protect this board next turn, as I think that is a really, really cool thing to do. And now, I don't think we've seen much Tiana today on stream yet either, so this is really cool. First time we've seen the restaurant owner, as Dave has to kind of be a little fearful. Ursula in hand. Maybe you can get that Ursula down to go after that Strength of Rage and Fire, and you will not. You'll send the Ursula down to the Inkwell, paying 3 ink, bring out another Peg. So Peg the spice. Maybe Peg is the spice, because Peg is a card that we didn't see played at all, basically, in the previous sets, but now in this less
I don't think I've ever seen that played. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a Peg.
Really? Yeah, it's a card that came out in the last set. It was speculated to be somewhat playable, but it's always, hey, I can't do it. But now it represents a little bit of card draw, because you will be able to exert that ability next turn if you want, but you're going to be dealing with an exerted Tiana next turn as well, and that is where the game can kind of start to get out of hand. As you pay for 3, you'll send the lady into the dock. Perfect curve as you get 2 more cards with that dock, and now you're free and clear to begin to start questing now, if that is something that you want to do. Lady into dock is my living nightmare. I can't stand seeing those 2 cards come down together. Lady into dock. Yeah.
What a weird cross-movie synergy between those night dwarfs and all these pets.
Just the dogs, man.
The dog, the hamster.
It's a lot of animals, and there is a dock getting 2 cards back in the fray for yourself, as this board is getting quite massive. But notably, we did not get a quest yet, it seems. Might be gearing up for some type of a series of challenges, maybe to protect this Tiana, because right now...
Does he have strength in his hand?
That's a possible... I don't think you can sing strength if you have it. Tiana is capable to go and sing that, but you have used all your ink allotments right now. There is a possibility that dock gave you Strength of Rage and Fire, but you probably snap it right away. You might be thinking of maybe putting together a potential challenge into some of these characters, as Rhino is going to be the card that's going to reduce that Tramp down to 1. And there's that strength that we kind of speculated was going to be inbound. Peg's got to go. I think she's representing a lot of card draw. For sure.
It's got to be Peg. Yep, and he chooses Peg.
And there is that Peg gone too soon.
Go for 2, Daisy Trigger.
Seeing what it's going to be, and there's another Tramp. There's the Tramp. So that is representing...
That's the same Tramp, right?
Right. That is a Tramp that will give a challenger based on how many characters you have on board. So coming in with Challenger 3, but unfortunately for you, you might not have enough ink to be able to pay the troll toll for Tiana and still be able... Well, actually, no, you still won't be able to do it unless you can play a ton of characters.
What's the cost again? 2, 3?
That Tramp costs 2, I believe. Or Tiana.
For Tiana, what does she do?
You have to pay 3 with Tiana in order to not have your characters reduced in strength by 3.
Yeah, and he only has how much ink? 4?
Right.
Dave? Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Champ. It's not. Did I say Challenger? He actually just increases the strength naturally. So it's a natural strength boost if it works out. So let's see how you break this turn down. Very interesting.
I missed it through the transition. Were these guys table 1?
I'm not sure if they're table 1 or not, but they're just they're playing. I think they're doing very well. I'm not certain exactly what their records are off the top of my head, but I think they're doing well enough. They're still in the tournament. They didn't drop out, and they still are alive and well. So they definitely aren't X2 or lower, maybe X1, or they could be undefeated still.
You're familiar with these 2 decks, right?
I'm very familiar with these 2 decks.
Now, if you didn't know them and you didn't know it was 5-2 and you just saw the decks that you're familiar with, what would you suspect the outcome to be?
I would suspect this deck. This is going to be whoever is going to go
Mother
first.
knows best, the Tiana.
This is going to be a whoever's going first scenario. So I would give KB the advantage because they did go first. However, they are going to take a little bit of that tempo back to get that Tiana off the board. But unfortunately, you don't have the strength available to engage with any of these exerted characters. Well, you can go after that Aurora, but you'll set yourself up in return as the big Tramp. Never mind. Tramp is down. Tramp is down. That will give you the strength you need. Aurora on Aurora. Is that what we're about to see? Or you go after that Daisy Duck? I think you got to go after that Daisy Duck. It's question for 2, but it's also giving you cards as well. And there it is. So we're going to base boost the Aurora enough to be able to take down the Daisy.
Yep. Does she take damage or no? Yeah, she takes the 1.
She'll take 1 back.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go ahead and think about what we do next. Oh, there's right. He's got a Lady in play, too. So he got full synergies here as Lady and Tramp working together, just like the game designers designed it. I forgot that Lady was still there. She came down very early on in turn number 1. But now, since you have a character named Lady in play, Tramp comes in for 1 cost in ink. Look at that. Synergies, baby. We're talking synergies. As we are ready in our ink, probably about to put that Tiana back in play almost immediately. She springs back in action. And now it might be time. No Shift Rhino this so far yet either. I think Shift Rhino would have been really strong. Going to pass there, probably trying to protect that board, setting yourself up for a Mighty Quest next turn. A Shift Rhino into this position right now would be kind of devastating for Dave, as right now, as you look at this board, everyone is super weak. No Cricky to be had anymore, but Lewis is a great card in this situation. Now you kind of need that Shift Rhino, I would say, to be able to kind of combat with this Lewis, or you're going to lose your restaurant owner before she can set up a chance to get exerted. Look at that little token there, too. Nice. I like that.
I've never appreciated those things more than I do right now. On stream, that is very helpful.
It looks nice. As we send a card down there to the Blurverse, I'm not quite sure what that is.
Oh, I forgot. The Glareverse.
down in the glaring. So let's see if we can get that Lewis, or excuse me, see if we can get that Power Hamster off the top to shift and take down this Lewis. Are you good enough to get it done? Or do you have a Strength of Rage and Fire? That would also be another thing that you could do to clear this Lewis. I would absolutely hate to see a Strength of Rage and Fire. That's one of the things that also makes me mad. The fact that Reckless characters can still sing. I think that's super annoying.
Yeah, that's a little Reckless should mean you can't do anything but
challenge. Yeah. And you got to challenge right away, immediately.
Do you think we'll ever get a word or a verb or whatever you call it like that would be that?
Like a voiceless? I think voiceless is the one that you could possibly use, as unfortunately you weren't able to get to and another one. Look at that.
Another one.
We'll bring one more Tiana down. If one wasn't enough, you got a second one. A second Lewis would just be completely hilarious, as both players.
The glare is a daisy.
As both players continue to expand their boards. Miley, there is another Lewis in hand, I believe. You can send it here and get after that Tiana one more time. At a certain point, Dave's going to have to start to quest his board sooner or later. You play your own Tiana, never mind.
A Tiana for a Tiana.
Look at that. Tiana on Tiana violence as Dave is preparing to turn this corner, as you have began to outflank your adversaries. Your board's getting quite wide. Neither player free and clear to quest just yet, but Dave should be free next turn, as KB might be free as well. And we're thinking. And
a lady.
Beautiful Enchanted Lady coming on down as well to play the remaining cards, and we will start to quest first. You drew first blood. Dave cracks it first to turn the corner. Now what is KB going to do? You've fallen behind him board. You're trying to aggressively outquest your opponent, but now you've been outflanked. How do you match? You need strength. You need Calhouns. You need some way to play a little bit of defense now, as the corner has been successfully turned by Dave here.
With those ladies on board, how much lore does Dave have on board right now?
How much?
With the ladies.
It depends. If you play, it says that lady, so you got lady. Whenever you play a character, it gets +1 this turn. While this character has 3 strength, it gets quest 2, so it doesn't get the boost.
Both of those will quest for 3?
It won't quest for 3 unless you play 2 more characters. So you'd have to play 2 more characters that turn, or to increase her strength, or you have a way to maybe play Tramp or something to increase her strength, and then like a Tramp off the top could be game over, I would think, because they will both quest for 3 at that point.
He's got 1 in hand, right?
Right. You would need to be able to increase.
So what does KB want right now?
KD,
what does he want to do?
He would need a miracle. I think we need like a grab your sword. I don't even think that's good enough. That card's not even legal. He would need maybe a series of strengths. He would need a hamster at a minimum to start clearing some of these characters off the board. I think this one might be kind of getting away. Pull up Tug of War here coming in from production, who thinks that might. I don't even think Tug of War would be good enough. I don't think Tug of War would get it done. It would take some characters off, but I do not think.
How about 2 Tug of Wars?
You can't play it at 10. You need 10 ink to play a double tug of war turn. That might be able to get it done. Tug. A little tug of war. But it looks like they just don't have it as we are going to start to engage.
Dock into Aurora.
Dock to the Aurora. That will get a little plus value. Cleaning up the Aurora. We'll pay some more ink, and we will bring out the penny to heal.
Okay.
Synergies. And resist, and then the Mr. Arrow. So I guess you can start just trying to run the race. I don't hate this play at all as you bring out that Tiana, getting these characters exerted.
1, 2,
but
3, 4, 5, 6.
I think he might lose this race. I don't know if you got the legs to do it unless you're not representing 10, and I don't foresee a path to victory getting 10 because your opponent can just outleg you here, I think.
But does Dave have enough? Is he just going to sprint to the end?
I think they might just get into an old-fashioned foot race and see if that's going to be good enough. I don't know if it's going to be, but it could very well be, depending on what Dave can draw off the top right here, as you got 2 cards left in hand. Let's see if you got something to engage with this Tiana. Remember, keep it in mind, you got to pay that Tiana toll, who is exerted in her primary position right now, staring down this massive board. You could pay the troll toll and send that Lewis on into Tiana right now if you wanted to. Clear it relatively easily.
Lore, right? Was he just counting lore, or was he just counting how much you can hit?
I think he's doing the race math in head, and now that you kind of slowly started turning the corner, now KB is kind of back in the driver's seat in that firmly placed in that beatdown position. So I think he might have to start engaging in fisticuffs here, going after that Tiana, and then maybe taking out as many characters as you can, while also simultaneously questing with whatever you got left. So I think pay the troll toll, send Lewis into Tiana, vibrate magnificently from there could be the play that's coming up, I would think. And then set yourself up for another heavy questing turn.
See, folks, it's for analysis like that. That's why you turn into these things. I need to rewind. I need to watch that back on video on demand and take note, write down. That was quite a sentence, man. That was a beautiful sentence.
I think that's what he's setting up now. He's trying to see how much can I quest for, how much can I challenge for, what can I do? As he's shuffling those 2 cards together. We haven't seen any of the big tramps come down either.
Did he pass?
No, he's not going to pass. This is definitely not a pass scenario at all. You cannot pass. You got to do something.
Tell us, why did he put those 3 on the side?
Oh, those are the guys that are probably going to quest. Those are his questers. He's got his questers, he's got his challengers, and then he's got his vibers right now.
What's he playing? Okay.
There is going to be the Lewis. The Lewis is a great tool here to stop that Mr. Arrow from being able to gain some lore. And now we got your challenger base boosting the tramp, paying 1 lore, so you still got that lady in play. And that thing's get a huge boost. We're going to go into the Tiana, no toll required. I love that play because he's so strong that you don't even have to worry about paying that 3 ink at all. And now you can clean up this board and keep your Lewis intact. And now you still have the ability to continue. Since you play 2 characters, that lady's strong, and it's going to be able to tank the other lady. What a turn coming in from Dave. And now you have all that lore as well. And you're going to go and take that opportunity to get a little 5-piece chicken McNugget as well on top of it, getting yourself all the way up to 11. Now you're firmly placed in the driver's seat. Well done by Dave.
And a whiff on the
Goodness, what a turn. What a turn from the dogs. These dogs are looking good, man.
The dogs.
What a turn.
Had to bury his strength.
And we'll go ahead and send that lady on in, and that should be lethal damage in play. You don't have the ability to be able to challenge unless you pay that troll toll with Tiana. Now we might need a judge there. Is that since you have Reckless, are you mandated by law to challenge and pay that toll on Tiana? That's a question of the day. You have to do it. I guess you could challenge, anytime you want to challenge anyone. So do you have to pay? Any judges in the building that know the answer to that question?
Any judges in the chat?
Yeah, anybody know? We got a judge standing by over there eating some lunch. I don't want to annoy him right now, but if that is Reckless, I think you have to pay the ink. That's a really cool little synergy there with Tiana and Lewis together.
How many
Reckless.
cards does KB have?
I think he's both top decking. He's going to see the writings on the wall, and we're going to pack that thing up and get out of here as Dave does the impossible.